Not all cars are created equal, and some are disasters hiding behind fancy ads and fake hype. In 2025, there are still vehicles being sold that will drain your wallet, waste your time, and leave you stranded. These aren't just bad cars, they're bad decisions. High repairs, poor resale, and annoying quirks make them nightmares. We're not here to sugarcoat. These are the 7 cars smart buyers skip without a second thought. From underwhelming performance to downright awful reliability, they've earned their place on this list. So buckle up. Here are the cars you should avoid like a pothole on a rainy night. Because your money deserves better. And so do you. Mitsubishi Mirage. It's one of the cheapest new cars on sale, and it shows. The Mirage promises value, but what you really get is noise, discomfort, and frustration. From drivetrain issues to thin build quality, it's a recipe for regret. Saving money up front often means paying more later, and that's the Mirage's story. The 1.2 liters 3-cylinder is painfully slow and sounds like a lawnmower under stress. Acceleration is poor, merging is risky, and passing on the highway feels dangerous. The CVT is jittery and often fails before 100,000 miles. Fuel economy is good, but that's the only highlight in a sea of flaws. Tiny wheels, outdated design, and a toy-like stance don't help its street presence. Panel gaps and paint quality are below average even at this price. It looks like it was designed a decade ago, because it basically was. Not a car that inspires pride or confidence. Cheap plastic everywhere, uncomfortable seats, and minimal tech. Sound insulation is non-existent, and road noise becomes unbearable on the highway. The infotainment is basic, slow, and clunky if it even comes with a screen. It feels like a penalty box, not a cabin. The Mirage is what happens when you build a car just to be cheap and forget about everything else. Even basic reliability isn't consistent, and ownership feels like a chore. Long term, you'll want to get rid of it, but resale value is awful too. It's a car you regret quickly and deeply. Looking for something bigger? Don't think an SUV will save you. This next one is a big disappointment. Chevrolet Equinox. The Equinox has all the markings of a decent SUV, but dig deeper, and it's a different story. Its lackluster engine, dated platform, and history of mechanical issues make it a gamble. GM hasn't given this SUV the updates or reliability it desperately needs. It's a classic case of style over substance, and it falls flat. Underpowered turbo engine feels sluggish under load and struggles with highway climbs. Fuel economy is worse than many rivals despite the size. Transmission tuning is awkward, and some models have had serious drivetrain issues. Handling is mushy, uninspiring, and forgettable. It looks okay at a glance, but it's all very middle of the road. Nothing exciting, and nothing that screams value or strength. The design hasn't evolved much, and rivals have clearly passed it by. Flimsy materials and plastic cladding don't help the impression. Dated dashboard layout with clunky infotainment and cheap-feeling buttons. Seats lack long trip support, and noise insulation isn't great either. Tech feels one generation behind, and reliability of electronics is inconsistent. You're reminded constantly that this SUV is behind the times. The Equinox is the definition of meh, and that's being generous. You can do better in every category: performance, comfort, and especially reliability. It doesn't break records, but it does break down. For the money, there are far smarter picks. Think luxury brands are safe? Think again. The next car proves even premium badges can burn you. Jaguar EPace. It's pretty sure, but the EPace is a lesson in disappointment. Jaguar's smallest SUV promises refinement, but delivers frustration. Owners complain of electrical issues, leaks, and overall quality that feels rushed. It's a luxury vehicle with economy-level reliability, and not the good kind. Turbo engine feels punchy at first, but has lag and inconsistent throttle response. Transmission shifts can be jerky, and drivetrain noises are too common. Long-term durability? Not great. And parts are expensive. Don't expect trouble-free miles in this fancy wrapper. Stylish and modern, with sharp lighting and sculpted curves. The design is the one thing they got right. It looks premium. But don't let the outer shell fool you. The problems are just under the surface. Form over function, and it shows. High-tech but glitchy infotainment, plus frustrating touch controls. Materials vary: soft leather in some areas, cheap trim in others. Cabin space is tight, especially for rear passengers and cargo. And don't get us started on the rattles and quirks after 30K miles. The EPace is a great example of a car that tricks buyers with design, not substance. Reliability is below average, even compared to other luxury brands. It's the SUV version of a money pit. Buyers usually don't repeat the mistake. If you think electric cars are immune, wait until you see this next EV disaster. Nissan Ultima. The Ultima tries to be sporty, efficient, and modern, but consistently falls short where it matters. It's plagued by transmission issues, inconsistent build quality, and weak resale value. While it sells well on paper, ownership often becomes a regret-filled experience. Looks sharp, but reliability tells a very different story. The base engine is underwhelming, and the VC turbo option isn't enough to save it. Handling is average at best, and the infamous CVT makes the driving experience dull and unreliable. Many owners report early transmission failures and expensive repairs. It's more bark than bite, especially long-term. Sleek and sporty from the outside, with sharp LED lighting and coupe-like lines. One of the better-looking midsize sedans, until you open the hood or check the service history. But beauty fades fast when breakdowns begin. The design sets expectations the car can't live up to. Feels budget-conscious despite the modern styling. Tech is hit or miss, and comfort fades on long drives. Cabin quality is inconsistent, with many trim pieces prone to squeaking or breaking. And don't expect much refinement at higher speeds. Road noise is a big issue. The Ultima CVT has become its biggest red flag, with repair costs exceeding $4,000 in some cases. Combine that with below-average reliability scores, and it's a risky bet. Looks can be deceiving. This is one sedan smart buyers leave behind. You'll find yourself wanting out early and taking a loss to do it. From a frustrating sedan to a German SUV that costs more than it's worth. Get ready for regret in luxury form. BMW X2. It looks cool. It's got that BMW badge, but the X2 lacks everything that made BMW famous. Tight on space, harsh on bumps, and loaded with high-maintenance tech. This is the kind of car that looks great in a showroom, but gives you headaches in the real world. If you want premium reliability, look elsewhere. It drives fine. Not thrilling, not luxurious, just average. The ride is stiff, the power delivery is inconsistent, and handling doesn't match the price. BMW's small turbo engines are known for costly long-term repairs, and maintenance costs soar quickly after warranty ends. One of BMW's more daring designs, coupe-like and edgy. It's more eye-catching than most subcompact SUVs, but looks don't cover up issues. Those flashy lines also cut into visibility and rear space. In other words, style over everything. Cabin looks high-end at first glance, but starts showing wear too quickly. Tight rear seats, frustrating infotainment menus, and not-so-premium plastics in places. Also, not much cargo room, form sacrificed function again. For the price? You're paying more for the badge than the experience. The X2 misses the mark for driving enthusiasts and luxury lovers alike. It's cramped, costly to maintain, and has subpar long-term reliability ratings. BMW can build great cars. This just isn't one of them. Many owners trade it in early, if they can find a buyer. Now, let's take a trip back to America, where one off-road SUV struggles to handle even daily life. Ford EcoSport. Originally made for overseas markets, the EcoSport was never meant for U.S. roads, and it shows. It's noisy, cramped, outdated, and full of compromises. Ford discontinued it for good reason, but you'll still find used ones on dealer lots in 2025. Don't be tempted. Seriously. Weak engines, clunky transmission, and a harsh ride. Feels underpowered even in city traffic, and forget about highway confidence. Fuel economy is unimpressive for a vehicle this small. Many owners report frequent check engine lights and sensor failures. Boxy and awkward, with a strange rear swing gate that confuses new buyers. It tries to look rugged, but comes across as outdated. No real presence, no real capability, just a weird design choice. There's a reason Ford pulled the plug. Extremely cramped, especially in the back and cargo area. Interior materials feel years behind the competition. Infotainment is glitchy, and cabin noise is excessive. It's a reminder that cheap SUV often means bad SUV. The EcoSport was a poor fit for the US market from day one. It underperforms in every metric and depreciates like a rock. Don't be fooled by the low price. It's not worth even that. A certified regret buy by anyone who's driven one long term. Finally, let's talk about a stylish EV that delivers big promises and even bigger headaches. Hyundai Ionic 5. It's one of the best-looking EVs on the road, futuristic, fun, and full of innovation. But in real-world ownership, the Ionic 5 has hit early stumbles. Battery issues, electrical gremlins, and spotty charging reliability have raised red flags. It's a car that's almost great, but not quite ready yet. Smooth power delivery and instant torque make it fun to drive. But owners have reported sudden system faults, and some EV components fail too early. Charging curve inconsistencies frustrate road trip use. Fast, but not consistently dependable. A stunning hatchback crossover design that turns heads everywhere. Futuristic lighting, sharp angles, and minimalist style make it look premium. No complaints on looks, it's the issues underneath that matter. Sadly, beauty can't make up for reliability concerns. Spacious and airy, with a sleek dashboard and lounge-like seating. Tech-forward with twin screens and a flat floor. But many users report tech bugs, faulty touch controls, and screen freezes. It feels like the future when it works. The Ionic 5 is packed with promise, but also plagued by early production flaws. It's not about EVs being bad. It's about this one needing more refinement. For now, it's a car better watched than bought. Let the early adopters be the test subjects. Let's wrap it all up and see what experts and owners are really saying. These 7 vehicles consistently score below average in long-term reliability, owner satisfaction, and resale value. Consumer Reports and J.D. Power rank them poorly for mechanical issues, electronics, and build consistency. Mechanics frequently warn buyers about CVT problems, turbo issues, and expensive repairs in these models. In short, you might love them for a few months, but most owners regret them for years. There's no shortage of exciting cars on the market, but excitement means nothing if it leads to regret. These 7 vehicles might look good on the outside, but they hide major issues under the hood. Smart buyers know that reliability, build quality, and long-term cost matter more than flashy brochures. Don't waste your hard-earned money. Buy smarter, not louder. If you found this list helpful, give the video a thumbs up. Drop a comment if you've owned any of these or barely escaped buying one. And don't forget to subscribe for more brutally honest car rankings, reviews, and buying guides. Let me know if you'd like this exported to a Word doc or PDF.